Today, I'll develop the story of Namyangju Gwangnyeong, a world cultural heritage site of Joseon royal tombs. The location is 354 Gwangnyeong Sumowon-로, 진저북, 남양주시, 경기도. Interpreter is operated by Namyangju City Hall. Commentary time is 10:30, 13:30, 15 hour. Gwangnyeong is the fourth royal tomb of the Joseon dynasty to be built in the form of Dongwon Lee-Gangneung, which has one Jeongjagak in the same tomb area and the tombs built on different hills. The Incense Pass and the King's Pass appear to have been lost during the Korean War. Gwangnyeong Royal Tomb is the only royal tomb of Joseon to have retained the original dismount marker erected to give notice for mounted travelers to dismount at the entrance to the tomb. Gwangnyeong is the tomb of King Sejo, the seventh king of the Joseon dynasty, and Queen Cheonghee of the Yun clan. It's in the form of Dongwon Lee-Gangneung, with King Sejo on the left and Queen Cheonghee on the right. The entrance and ceremonial area includes Hongsalmun Gate, Jeongjagak, Monument, Subokbang, and Surakgan. This is Hongsalmun Gate. This is Jeongjagak. This is Subokbang. This is Surakgan. This is Monument. This is Tombstone. The retaining stones were omitted in the tomb, and the 12 zodiac images carved within the retaining stones were engraved on the stone railings. This is King Sejo's burial mound. This is the burial mound of Queen Cheonghee. This is Munseogin. Gwangnyeong was built in its current location after King Sejo passed away in 1468. Originally, this site was the site of ancestral graveyard of Jeongchang-son of the Donglaejeong clan, but with the construction of Gwangnyeong, the graveyard of Donglaejeong clan was moved to another location. Sejo left a will.
If I die, my body must rot quickly, so don't use stone rooms and stone walls, and don't set up the retaining stones.
According to this will, the room inside the tombs was made of hwaegyeok instead of a stone chamber, would reduce the cost and personnel of the royal tomb construction. This method was applied to all royal tombs built after Gwangnyeong. Also, if the retaining stones were omitted, the zodiac images carved on the retaining stones were carved on the stone railings. After Queen Cheonghee passed away in 1483, a tomb was built on the hill east of Gwangnyeong. At this time, an attempt was made to name the tomb Donggwangnyeong, but since it was located in the same tomb area as Gwangnyeong, it was merged into Gwangnyeong and Jeongjagak was moved between the two tombs. Donggwangnyeong means East Gwangnyeong. King Sejo was born as the second son of King Sejong and Queen Sohun and given the title of Prince Jinpyeong, Prince Jinyang, and in 1445 Prince Suyang. It is said that he was highly educated and excelled in martial arts during the days of the Grand Prince and was favored by his father Sejong. During the King Sejong period, he oversaw translating Buddhist books under the order of Sejong and participated in organizing the Square of Hyangha. After King Munjong ascended the throne, he was appointed as the governor of Gwansip-Dogam and took charge of state practice. After Danjing ascended to the throne to regain the authority of the royal family, King Sejo took power by causing the Gyeojeong Rebellion in 1453. 2 years later, in 1455, he inherited the throne from King Danjong and ascended to the throne at Geunjeongjeon in Gyeongbokgung Palace. After he ascended to the throne, he carried out the direct succession system to strengthen the royal authority, restored the Hoppe law, and strengthened the defense system by strengthening local military organizations. King Sejong struggled fiercely to diminish the political influence of his officials and strengthen the royal authority, and reformed the land system by adopting the Jikjeonpeo, a system of giving land only to officials in active service. He also began compiling a great code of state administration, a complete and basic code of law for the Joseon dynasty throughout its history. In the latter half of his reign, he converted to Buddhism in remorse for usurping the throne and founded Wongaksa Temple. In 1468, he passed away at the age of 52 at Sugang Palace, Jeongchim, a day after passing the throne to Crown Prince Yejong. This is the Jeongchim, Gyeongbokgung Palace. King Sejong was remembered as the cruelest king, although he had many achievements. Taejong had a justification, and he did not kill stepbrothers rebelled against himself. But King Sejong killed his young nephew, mercilessly killed his biological brothers, Prince Anpyeong and Prince Kumsong, killed numerous relatives and loyalists, dug up the grave of his elder brother's wife, and threw a coffin into the river. If there was an afterlife, would what pace did King Sejong with them? He would have been tormented by guilt for the rest of his life. King Sejong's eldest son, Crown Prince Eugyeong, died young and was punished by being buried in his chest. I think that's a retributive justice and a natural result, don't I? Queen Chong-hee Yun-clan was born in Gongha, Hongcheon in 1418 as the daughter of Yun-beon, Buwon-gun of Papyeong, and Hungyeong-budae 부인 Ri-clan. In 1428, she married Grand Prince Jinpyeong and she was appointed as the Nangnang 부대 부인. During the Gyeojeong Rebellion incident in 1453, when the preliminary information was leaked and Grand Prince Suyang hesitated to do so, Queen Chong-hee was a strong wild heroine who personally dressed King Sejong in armor. When King Sejong ascended the throne in 1455, she was appointed queen. After King Yejong came to the throne, she became the Queen Dowager, and she indirectly participated in politics by serving as Neji. Neji means Queen's Aura in the palace. After King Yejong passed away, King Yejong's son at that time was too young to ascend to the throne, so Queen Chong-hee, who was an elder of the royal family, named Prince Jalsang the king and made him crowned. Prince Jalsang was the second son of first son Crown Prince Eugyeong, who died young. She served as regent for 7 years on behalf of the 12-year-old king, becoming the first regent in Joseon history. She actively supported King Seongjong during the regent period and laid the foundation for his peaceful reign. She was pushed out of the power game by her daughter-in-law In-soo. She died in 1483 at the temporary palace in Onyang. Sunghwa Chapsol, which is a collection of writings written by Lee Ki during the reign of King Seonjo of the Joseon dynasty. It contains an anecdote about how Queen Chong-hee became the wife of Grand Prince Suyang. To select a wife for Grand Prince Suyang during the reign of Sejong, the palace ladies went to Yun-beon's house. At this time, the candidate for the wife of Grand Prince Suyang was said to be the older sister of Queen Chong-hee. However, it is said that when Queen Chong-hee heard that someone had come out of the palace, she hid behind her mother, Mrs. Lee, and listened to her elders talk, and she caught the attention of a court lady. It said that Queen Chong-hee's character was superior to that of her older sister, and she became the wife of Grand Prince Suyang. This is King Sejo's family tree.